All right, page 432, we might have differing opinions on that. Which one differ by 5? I'm going to show you, I'm going to plug it into this one right here. 5 times 1 plus 3, 8. 5 times 2 plus 3. Those are the one that differ by 5 right there. Your answer is B. Next question, select all of them that would be true for this equation. What do you think?
B and D.
B and D. Factor of 2, it is an exponential. Then, of course, if you go 3 steps, 2 to the third, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. 2 to the fourth is not 4. These other two were linear, so definitely not a line. Question number 3, you do have a line there. How do you know f increases by 2 every time the x increases by 1? Well, the slope. Over 1, up 2. Over 1, up 2. Over 1, up 2. Notice this goes by 2s there. So because of the slope, the rate of change. How do you know g is the same value?
Because it's parallel.
It's parallel. Parallel lines have the same slope. Question number 4. This is what we did yesterday. Find the quotient. All right. If I plug in x plus 2 for x and divide it by h of x, it tells me right there is 5 over x. You have the same base. You subtract the exponents when you're dividing. So it's going to be 5 to the x plus 2 minus this exponent is x. How does that simplify? 5 to the second, which is 25. What does this tell you about how h changes? It's going to be multiplied by 25. Next one, same thing with the 3. So the 2 just changes to a 3. Same exact process. Subtract the exponents. And you're going to get 5 to the third. 5 to the third is 5 times 5 times 5?
It's 125.
125. What does that tell you? It's times 125. Question 5, which ones are linear?
This was tricky. Oh, wait. Which ones are linear?
Yep. A, C, E. All lines. Or the ones that don't have an exponent. Those are exponentials. Question number 6. Price for gas. Well, what did it start at in 2016? Or I guess technically you could even use this number, 2017. Let's do that. It's increasing by 13%. So 100 plus 13. How many years from 17 to 20? 3 years. You get about 349, 350. Question number 7. Annual interest rate. And it does say it's compounded quarterly. Quarterly is how many times a year? 4. So our interest rate's got to be divided by 4, so that eliminates A. These ones all say divided by 4. Now, how many times is compounded quarterly for 3 years? So 4 times a year for 3 years. Four times a year for 3 years.
I'm thinking B.
4 times a year for 3 years. 12. 12 times your interest will get compounded. Your answer is C. Yikes, 4 times 3 really threw us off there. All right, question 8. Description. Well, I am subtracting 4 from the input on that one. What is the opposite? I can solve for x. I got to get rid of the minus 4. Opposite of minus 4? I'd have to add 4. Next one. I'm taking my x or my input times 2. Then I subtract 4. That's my description. Solving for x here, my first step would be to add 4. And then I gotta divide by 2, so I gotta show adding 4. And then divide by 2. This one, now I have parentheses, so this one is the same thing but different order. I'm taking the input minus 4 to start. And then times 2. Again, solving for x. My first step, though, because there's parentheses, is to divide by 2 on this one. And then I'm taking that answer. Let's see, the opposite of a minus 4 is plus 4. So there would be your inverse there.
Could you also say x plus 8 divided by 2? If we just
Yes, if you distribute, that would be the same. Yep.